Okay, so recently the location of the best card image files has changed. Previously, this was in several Google Drives. Now there's a dedicated website that has the OP16 cards, which are not in those drives. This video is sponsored by Sleeve Chief. Check them out for some of the coolest TCG accessories and use code MARINE for 5% off. So to find it, what you're going to want to do is come into the big One Piece Trading Card Discord. I'll have this linked in the comments below. And then if you check the pins, you can see these are the old folders. But there's also this new website which you can open up here, and I'll also have this linked in the description. So this is the new website, and firstly, to find the files that you're looking for, you're going to want to go on Library. Then you can choose which folder. We want One Piece. Then this is where it gets a bit complicated. All of the old alts from Morpis's files are in this Morpis Ramadan folder, and then you can see OP1, up to OP15 and such. If you want the new ones, you're going to want to come into the Hyliana folder, who has a lot of sets but does not have all the sets. Then you go into OP16. So you're going to need to click around a little bit, get used to where each of the files that you're looking for are located now. But the vast majority of them are going to be within either Morpis Ramadan or Hyliana. Now, once you go into OP16, you can either click which folders or which files you want to download. So say you just want to download EZO and Ace, press download. Then it'll give you the option to either download just these two images, which you can then put in your sim or print proxies with if you have a preferred method, although this website also prints proxies now, or you can download the whole folder. So if you just want to have a folder of all the images, for whatever reason, if the sim doesn't have clean versions, at the moment it has a lot of big white boxes, you can download these and replace the ones in your sim so that it looks more pretty. Now, if you want to make proxies, what you want to do is, let's say we want to add 1 Ace, we're going to add 4 EZO, and then we're going to add 4 Whitebeard. Now, you'll be thinking, where are they? Where are they? If you click New Build, now it'll suddenly pop up with this page, and you can see the cards that you've added to the build. It'll show you how many pages there are, and you can even move them around on the grid if you like. You can, for example, swap that Nougat and that EZO, if that makes any difference at all to you, with the Sort Grid tool. You can also change quantities over here. I've just clicked on them one by one to add them, because it's easier to me. But say you want to remove a card, let's say we want to remove one of these EZOs, and then you press New Build, and look at that, 1 EZO is gone. Now, when you go to print these proxies, one thing I would strongly suggest is getting rid of this space between cards. I would personally set this to 0. I'm not sure why the default isn't 0, because you're going to cut down directly through them anyway. You don't want the cards to be, or the paper proxies to be bigger than they need to be, at least in my head. You can also optionally add a proxy watermark if you want to. You don't have to. This website does give you the option to have no proxy watermark on your proxies. And then when you do want to print, you have to download them as, for example, a PDF. Then you'll have this file, and then you can print from here using your regular system settings. So that's how you're going to print proxies and download images using this new proxy cards tool. I think it's really cool. It's a little bit of a learning curve compared to just downloading images and dragging and dropping. But I think you can also do that manually yourself if you really want to. But this will speed up the system and also give a conclusive place for all the cards to be. Because in the past, they've been spread out over multiple drives. I think it's a really cool project.